we are privileged to have Dr. Aman Upadhyay. Sir has completed PharmD from Tirthankar Mahavir University, Mordabad, and secured AIR-1 in NIPER PhD entrance exam 2024. And Sir is presently pursuing PhD in pharmacy practice at India's top pharmacy institute in NIPER, Sasnagar, Mohalli. His academic journey has equipped him with extensive knowledge and practical skills in pharmacology, therapeutics, clinical toxicology, and pathophysiology. This rigorous education has provided him with a strong foundation to contribute meaningfully to the healthcare sector. Sir has also developed expertise in basic and advanced life support, antibiotics audit, ADR reporting, prescription audit, and patient counseling. Tutor and subject matter expert at Course Hero and Seg India, and many more. And also active member of ISPOR student chapter at NIPER Mohalli, contributing to pharmacy practice and policy making. With this, I welcome you, sir. The virtual stage is yours. Welcome, sir.
Okay, so I am a PharmD graduate. I am Dr. Aman Upadhyay. I am a PharmD graduate. I have completed my PharmD from Tirthankar Mahavir University, Moradabad, Uttar Pradesh, from 2018 to 2024. And in the 2024 itself, I qualified NIPER JEE entrance exam for PhD in pharmacy practice. So there I got All India rank 1, and here I am enrolled in PhD for pharmacy practice. I have been teaching on an academy, Physics Wala, and different platforms from past few years. From second year of my PharmD itself, I have been into online teaching, and I have done several courses from Stanford, John Hopkins, which you can check on my LinkedIn profile. This presentation is all about the entrance exam, how I cracked it, what strategy I used, and what you can do, what study material you can refer, and what you can study. I will keep this presentation very short, and we will then move forward for the question and answer round, where we will move forward by answering your questions. Is that okay? I have also qualified Tata Memorial Cancer Oncotherapeutics Fellowship exam, but since I got PhD here, so I was not enrolled there. So today we are going to talk about the NIPER. NIPER are Institute of National Importance in the field of pharmacy. It stands for National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. These are institute of national importance in pharmacy field. Like in medical field, we have All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIMS, and in technology we have IITs, and so like that we have NIPERs in pharmacy field. There are 7 NIPERs. Anybody is raising hand? Do you have any questions? Stanley. Does anybody have question? Okay, let us move forward. So there are 7 NIPERs. One is in the Mohali, Chandigarh. It is the number 1 NIPER. It is when you score a top rank, you will get this NIPER Mohali. And other NIPERs are NIPER Ahmedabad in Gujarat, Raebareli, Hajipur, NIPER Kolkata, Guwahati, and Hyderabad. 7 NIPER institutes are there. They conduct their own exam, entrance exam for masters, for MS, and for PhD. These are both separate exams, and after that you get a rank, and you have been for PhD, you get shortlisted for interview, and in the interview, after you qualify interview also, you get a seat in the PhD depending on the seat wherever you get on the basis of your rank. So these are some of the NIPER. The first picture that you see is a NIPER Ahmedabad. This is NIPER Ahmedabad. This is NIPER Hajipur. This is NIPER Guwahati. And this is NIPER Raebareli. Hyderabad, Hajipur, Ahmedabad, and Guwahati. On the next page, you can see this is NIPER Kolkata and this is NIPER Raebareli. This is NIPER Raebareli. And this you can see is a NIPER Mohali, which is a top institute for pharmacy education. It's a dream of every pharmacy student to come here and study. So it offers master's program and PhD program. You all know these are some glimpses of NIPER campus. We have some research block. It's a very big campus. More, it's spread into 160, 170 acres. Now moving forward towards the exam. This is about the entrance exam. The exam will be computer based question, which you will have to go to the center, examination center, and where you will get a computer, and in that you have to attempt the questions. So the paper will contain 170 questions of 85 marks. Total there will be 170 questions. So first you have to select your branch in which you have to give the exam. Like it has chemical sciences, biological science, pharmaceutical science, and pharmaceutical management, and PhD in medical device. PharmDs can give medical science exam, biological science exam, and medical device exam. But the syllabus that is mostly closed to the PharmD syllabus is of biological sciences. Under biological sciences, three subjects are there. There are three subjects in this paper. First one is biotechnology. Second is pharmacology and toxicology. It's a single department here in NIPER. And third one you have pharmacy practice. The exam that you will give is of biological science and it will contain questions from these three subjects: biotechnology, pharmacology and toxicology, and pharmacy practice. Moving forward towards the pattern of the exam. So out of 170 questions, 25 questions will be from general aptitude. As you can see, the exam paper will contain of two sections, section A and section B. Section A, there will be 25% question from pharmaceutical sciences, general pharmaceutical science, general aptitude, general English, and reasoning. So I was telling you about the exam. There will be 170 questions. It will have two sections, section A and section B. Section A will contain questions from general aptitude and general pharmaceutical science. It will be a general aptitude. Section B will contain your subject question from biological science. So total 170 questions are there. 25% will be from section A, that is 42 questions will be from section A, and the rest questions will be from section B, that is 128. These will be from section B. In section B, you will receive whatever branch you select during the form filling. That question you will get in the section B. There will be negative marking of 1/4. For every correct answer, you will be given half marks, and 1/4 negative marking will be there in the question paper. After you give this exam, waiting after, then you will wait for some days to get result, and when you will get a result, you will like see the list of shortlisted candidates. They will qualify and call for the shortlisted candidates for the interview. If you score well in the exam, then you will be called for the interview wherever, whichever NIPER is conducting the exam. In my case, it was NIPER Guwahati, so they called me there for interview and counseling. First, they take your interview, and on the next day, they announce your rank. And after that, next day, you will have your counseling. The interview will be of 15 marks. Your written, this was of 185 marks. Your question paper was of 185 marks, and interview will be of 15 marks. So you will get total marks out of 100. It's not 185. You will have written exam of 85 marks, and 15 marks will be of your interview. After adding your interview and exam marks, interview plus exam, exam plus interview, you will get your final rank. Come take. So after interview and exam, you will get your final rank. And on the basis of rank, there will be number of seats available for each branch, and you can see next day you will be having a physical counseling. There you have to attend the counseling, and then you will get your rank, and you will be allotted a college if you secure good marks in that. It was all about the pattern of the exams. Now, talking about the study material from where you have to study and what books you can refer. So, like you see from three subjects, first one is biotechnology. It is not in the PharmD syllabus. And there is not a fixed pattern. NIPER doesn't follow a fixed pattern of exams. It depends which NIPER is conducting the exam that year. Like this year, NIPER Guwahati conducted the exam, and most of the questions were from genetics and biotechnology. Talking about the previous year paper, that some other NIPER conducted that, and most of the questions from pharmacology. So on the basis of that, the weightage of the question changes every year. So I cannot tell you the fixed pattern, but there are general things. If you study that, then you can score good marks and you'll easily secure a rank. But that depends on the number of seats. There were only 3 seats this year in 2020-24, and it was here in the NIPER Mohali itself. I secured rank 1, rank 2, and 3 were two girls from South India. So only three people got seat in the pharmacy practice this year. Next year, maybe the number of seats increase. Hello, does anybody have question? All right. So two girls from St. James College in the Kerala, they are performing the exam.
So your voice is not audible. Your mic is muted, sir.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you're
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Why didn't you tell me? I was speaking continuously from past 15 minutes.
No, sir, just now it was.
Okay. So what was the last thing that you hear?
Question patterns.
Okay, so my screen is visible now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, so you will have three sections: biotechnology, pharmacology and toxicology, and pharmacy practice. I am telling you some important areas which you can study, practice MCQ question from those areas, and then I will tell you something how to prepare for the interview if you are getting shortlisted. So first step is to clear the theory exam. Some of the important topics I am highlighting, you just prepare them, prepare pharmacology thoroughly. You should be good with this subject. Prepare MCQ from wherever you want. And if you want me to suggest a book, then I will suggest a book from Govind Rai Garg, Review of Pharmacology. The name of the book is Review of Pharmacology. This is by Govind Rai Garg. In this book, you will find theory, mnemonics, as well as the MCQ questions. It is basically for the NEET PG students who are preparing for PG exam after MBBS, but it will do the sufficient thing if you study this and practice MCQ. So it is for pharmacology. Then you study immunotherapy. Third is your antimicrobial drugs that comes in the pharmacology itself. And for general aptitude, you can practice from a website which is known as indianbix.com. indianbix.com. It is a website where you will find different types of general aptitude questions. I practiced from here itself. You can write it. This is the website. These are some of the focus areas that you need to focus. Shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Now, one thing that you need to focus on: core areas or the thrust areas. What are these? Core areas or the thrust areas are the areas of research on which the particular NIPER is doing research currently. These are the areas of research or areas of focus. So, suppose the NIPER Mohali or the NIPER Guwahati is conducting the exam. So, you need to go to the website of that NIPER and just search on what areas the research is going on. Suppose they are working on the cancer, breast cancer, or different types of tumor, then you need to be thorough with that topic. So, you need to go through all the topic like inflammation, obesity, on which topic. Like if the research is going on the obesity, you don't need to, they will provide the title that this is the research is going in this field. You don't need to go and read that research, but you need to be thorough with the topic and the area in which the research is going on. You need to know everything about, if it is on cancer, you need to know about the cancer, different type of tumors, their regulator biomarkers and everything. The question comes from the thrust areas and core areas of the NIPER, whatever they are. And one more thing that you need to focus on is newly approved FDA drugs, Food and Drug Administration. So what are the latest approved drugs you need to focus on? You will get one question surely from
Sir, you are muted, sir.
Sir, sir, you're muted, sir.
how am I muted automatically? So what was the last thing I told you?
FDA drugs.
Yeah. So you need to focus on the recently approved FDA drugs. If you are giving exam in 2025, then you need to see what are the newly approved FDA drugs. One question will surely come from the recently approved drugs. So this was all about the exam of NIPER entrance exam. And moving forward, the interview, what we get in the interview. After you write the exam, the list of shortlisted candidates will be there. And after you get that list, and if you have your name or roll number in that, then you will be called for interview. And on that day, you have to appear for the interview. And for the interview, what you need to prepare is whatever your project or research you did in your PharmD. You need to be thorough with that topic. Like what is your topic, what are the findings of your research, what is statistical analysis you used in that, and try to show more and more interest in the research field to the interviewer. There will be panel of interviewers, 2 3 people will be there, they will be very senior faculty, so they will ask about your project and you need to be thorough with that. Other that, they will ask some question related to the clinical pharmacy, like the type of ADRs, what are the types of ADRs, the skill that you use, drug-drug interactions, clinical trials, and cardiovascular drugs and all, and the area in which you have your project. These are the core areas the interviewer will inquire you about. This will be of 15 marks. You will not get to see your marks, but you will get your ranks. Theory marks will contain of 85 marks and 15 marks will be interview, and after that your rank will be released, and then you can attend the counseling next day. So this was all about the exam pattern, important topics that you need to see. Now you can ask whatever doubts you have. Open for discussion. Hello? Yeah, you can ask questions. You can type in the chat box or you can just unmute yourself. Admin, please allow members to unmute themselves and you can ask one by one.
So what are the
So what are
challenges?
the challenges?
during studying
During PhD or before the for the exam or during the PhD?
or exam?
Okay. No, it's not very much challenging. If you have studied during your PharmD, then it's very easy for you. But you need to be like thorough. You need to know what you have studied. It's not be like from you have studied very roughly and you don't have a good idea that what you have studied. So you need to be thorough and know what you have studied. Like if you have studied ADR, you should not close it type A, type 2, type A, B, C, D. You should know the ADR, how to manage those type of ADRs, what are the drugs that can cause those type of ADRs. So examples of that, like that, you need to study in depth. So
So
and
which exam?
what?
Exams will be in which month?
It will be in the month of June or July. You need to be keep checking the websites of for NIPER JE 2025 and you will be they released their brochure 1 month before and you need to fill that form. So it usually happens in the month of June or July every year. Counseling and interview happens in July and exam happens in the end of the June or starting first week of the July. Any other question?
What about UGC net?
Ah, yeah, UGC net is for like yeah, NIPER have two types of seat. One seat are like sponsored if you have a sponsored seat from government and one is funded by the NIPER itself. But if you are getting the sponsored seat, then it will be very much like difficult for you. I would not suggest you to come here because the fees is very high for the government sponsored. You will not have your savings. Like they will be because it has NIPER has a good amount of fees. It has 70,000 per semester. Like and you have to pay 70,000 every 6 months. So for the
The questions are there.
sponsored candidates have to pay like more fees.
Thank you, sir.
So
Yeah.
questions are also there in chat box.
Chat box, I can't see questions. It is saying that you can't send messages because you're not a member. What are the questions? You can read them. I will answer them one by one.
Yes. Does the question paper vary with NIPER? No scope of PhD after farm.
A scope of PhD after PharmD. Like after PharmD, PhD, the NIPER mainly does not mainly focus on academics. It mainly focuses on the research part. When you are in the PharmD, you know very limited scope of PharmD. Like when I was in the PharmD, I had only one idea that whether I can go in the vigilance or I can go in the as a clinical pharmacist. So these were two, three areas which I had idea that I can do these after PharmD or I can join academics as an assistant professor. But I was not satisfied with that. I wanted to like the salary which I was getting after PharmD, I was not satisfied with that. And as an assistant professor, I was getting 40,000. So if you do PhD, your academics option is always open for you. Like if you are getting 40,000 after PharmD, and then you will get after getting out from NIPA, you will easily get 80 to 1 lakh rupees per month in academics itself. And NIPER has its own placement cell. They have dedicated placement cell. So they mainly focuses on the research. So companies come here and you get the placement. Mainly the master's students sit for placement, but PhDs can also sit and they can get a good placement, which is absent in the PharmD. And here, after joining NIPER, you will explore many areas. There are many areas which we are unaware during the PharmD, like competitive intelligence, SLR. These are different things. I see the master's student which are doing M.Pharm in pharmacy practice. They got placed in different companies. So these were the areas I was very much unaware during PharmD that I can go into this field and get a good package. They get a package of 15 lakhs per annum as a fresher, 12 lakhs per annum, 18 lakhs per annum. So that's a pretty much good amount. So you will come to know and explore many new areas after joining NIPER.
So there is one more question. How
Yeah.
many attempts?
There is no, you can give unlimited attempts. There is no bar of attempts.
So can we write exam?
Hello, your voice break. Can you please repeat?
One second.
Sir, can we write exam while pursuing internship?
Yeah, you can write. Even I wrote my exam during my internship. During last month of my internship, I gave the exam.
Thank you.
So one more
The-
question. Sir, if I want to do PhD in cancer after qualifying, you have mentioned what is in cancer topic.
Sorry, I didn't. The voice break. Can you please repeat? Please repeat the question. Your voice break and I couldn't hear. Hello, can you please repeat the question? Hello.
I want to do PhD in cancer. After
In ca
qualifying steps, you have mentioned what is the next step to do in PhD in cancer topic.
Yeah, topic selection you have to do after joining PhD. Like there are three subjects, like one is pharmacy practice, one is biotechnology, and other is pharmacology and toxicology. So these are the subjects and the areas from which you have to choose the. If you are filling for the pharmacology subject, then they are working in the cancer, they are working in the different fields. There you will choose. So first year of PhD is of coursework. Like masters, you have to read the subject and pass them. After completing a coursework in the second year, you are allotted and free to choose your coursework. That is your topic. And in that topic, if you choose topic of cancer, then you can do that. Specifically area wise topic you don't get here in NIPER, but you can join AIMS and other institute. There you can do special PhD in oncology.
Another question from audience side, during training, did you get any stipend?
Yeah, definitely you received a stipend of the stipend whether you get into any government institute after qualifying CSIR or UGC is same. Like first year you will receive 38,000 as a JRF Junior Research Fellow, and if you are living outside then you will get a HRA. In the NIPER has its own facilities. Please mute your mic.
Somebody is unmuted. Please mute yourself.
Yeah, NIPER has its own accommodation. They have the hostel. They have also have the married hostel itself. So NIPER Mohali I'm talking about. But other NIPERs, if you are staying outside, then you will get additionally 10,000 of HRA. So 38 plus 10, you will get 48,000. And in the second year or third year, whenever you get your research proposal, you become SRF, Senior Research Fellow. Then there is an increment of 5,000 to your stipend. So this is the amount that you will get in the while pursuing PhD. And this was also one of the main reason I joined PhD, because the same amount I was getting in the job and as a stipend I was also getting the more than that. That's why. Any other question?
What about PhD in clinical research?
No, NIPER doesn't have a PhD in clinical research. Uh, you can go to clinical research department, but you will get a degree in PhD in pharmacy practice itself. It has the same department. Clinical research comes under pharmacy practice itself in NIPER. They provide clinical
Thank you,
research
sir.
in masters for the master's degree, but for PhD it comes under pharmacy practice only.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Yeah. Any other question?
So is there all India basis a single exam is there for all the NIPERs?
Yeah,
Do I
single
have to
exam is
separately?
no, you don't have to. It's a single exam. It's a NIPER joint entrance exam. Wherever you get a term joint entrance exam, it is for all the institute which you are giving, like IIT JEE. For all the IITs, you are giving one exam. For NIPER JEE, for all the NIPER, you are giving single exam. Like AIMS, IIT. For every institute, you give only one exam. So NIPER also follows the same pattern. The NIPER that you will get will receive on the basis of your rank. What rank are you getting and where the seat is available.
What are the subjects in medical science?
Hello.
What are the subjects in medical sciences?
Chemical science.
Pharmaceutical science.
Okay, in the pharmaceutical science, let me tell you what are the subjects. Is my screen visible?
No, sir.
Let me share my screen. So first is chemical science. Here you get your medicinal chemistry, natural products, and pharmacoinformatics. Second is biological science, in which you have pharmacology, toxicology, biotechnology, and pharmacy practice. After that, you have pharmaceutical science. In the pharmaceutical science, you have pharmaceutical analysis first. Second, you have pharmaceutics. And third, you have pharmaceutical technology or formulation. Analysis, ceutics, and pharmaceutical technology. These are the subjects that you have in pharmaceutical science.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other question?
A big thank you to you for inspiring, guiding us to me for exam. Your session was not only informative, but also the guidance has lit the path. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me for this session. And I was waiting for a very long time to discuss my journey and whatever I have done and how I did it. So this is thank you for providing me the platform and for sharing and giving one more path that students can pursue after PharmD. Thank you very much.
So can you share your link?
What?
Can you share your link so we can?
Yeah, LinkedIn profile you can search like Dr. Aman Upadhyay. The same name I have joined the meeting from, you will get my name. Let me show you once. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can send me request over there. Other doubts that you can have, you can also message me anytime. I would be very happy to help and answer your questions. You can take
Okay,
a
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, you can take a screenshot, then you can send me request after that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions?
Can you also tell about Tata Memorial?
Yeah, Tata Memorial, like they will put out their notification for the exam